What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Muscle Blueprint. I am your host, Matt Mastro. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that I think is super important, something that we often neglect. The fact that there is an absolute difference between real life and social media. So what I see in the fitness space with social media are a lot of myths, a lot of false hope, false advertising essentially to try to make people believe in a dream or to make people believe in somebody and their personality and whatnot and their work ethic, that it will take them a ridiculous amount of just going absolutely balls to the wall with everything in order to achieve any fitness goals. Now, I see the world on Instagram and TikTok. I'm one of those people that will absolutely post on there, and I think that it's a great space. But I also think that there are a lot of people that just talk and just say things and just really, they try to be motivating, but in the long run, they're telling things that aren't really true. This no days off mentality is not necessarily the best way to be in this fitness space. There are other aspects of your life that need to be attended to, where being a person that goes full on beast mode 24/7 isn't necessarily going to benefit you. You might not be the person that wants to do that or can do that. Now, it's important that you focus and you work hard. Sure, absolutely. But if you have somebody that's programming a 7 days a week program with no off days, no days off, that program isn't healthy. That program is specifically for somebody that has been a complete gym rat and has a gym addiction at this point, which I hate the word addiction, but that's who that program is for. It's hard to work out 7 days a week, and really it's not good for you. You don't recover properly without days off. And that's something that takes a long time to learn for these very serious gym people, including myself. Days off help you grow. Days off help you recover. Days off make you go harder at the gym the next day, rather than kind of plateauing. That's a great way to avoid a plateau, is by taking a day off here and there. And often we see no days off, balls to the wall. Like, yeah, sure, if you're an entrepreneur, then you shouldn't take a day off. If you are somebody that's working hard to achieve a goal in some financial space or building a business or by anything, becoming an athlete, then there's certain things that you probably shouldn't rest from. Okay, you should wake up and work hard at certain things. But when it comes to your body and building mass and building your detailed muscle, you need some time off. You need to rest. You can't go full beast mode. I promise you'll burn out. You might get injured, God forbid, but you can get injured, and you won't see the growth that you could see from if you rested properly and fed your body properly. That's my 2 cents when it comes to that one. So don't necessarily see these Instagram people that are all chiseled up saying that they don't rest, because it's not realistic. The only people that really can get away with that as well are ultra enhanced people, meaning that they're using some form of performance enhancing drug. And even then, you should be taking days off as well. It's the same process. It's just a little bit different because these people are more enhanced, which I have no negative thought towards that whatsoever. It's your body. You do what you want with it, in my opinion, when it comes to using muscle enhancing drugs. But at that point, same point being that those people can work out differently than a natural bodied person. That being said, another thing that we see a lot are these workouts that are extremely quick, that are very easy to sell to people. If something is super easy to sell to somebody, chances are that it's not necessarily the most beneficial. Anything that I see that says 10-minute this, 10-minute that, oh, how to get abs in 1 month. Like, bro, that's not how it works. It's not realistic to think that you can change your entire physique in 30 days after spending years and years and years of not taking care of yourself. There's improvements that you can make, absolutely, but it's a process. And by understanding that it's a process, you won't have these lofty expectations that are unfathomable. You can't reach those kinds of expectations. It's impossible for any trainer to put you through that. But you can take all of these little steps and look back a month or 2 months later and be like, damn, I see improvement. I look better. I feel better. And I'm going to continue to do this because I want to look and feel better again next month. And that's how it goes. That's how it begins. And that's how it should be, so that you develop longevity, you develop a passion, you develop commitment. Super important to do it that way. Don't believe in these 14-day workouts, things that can just turn you into a monster in 2 weeks. Like, it's not realistic. We see a lot of things on social media as well that are edited. Pictures of these fitness influencers. And again, I'm not talking shit because they're inspirational people. Absolutely. But doesn't mean they don't edit their photos. They look great. Don't get me wrong. Anybody that looks great probably looks great in person as well. There's definitely a correlation with how they look. But to have that fitness body front cover magazine look, usually there's a little bit of editing to be done, and I don't want people to go unrealistic thinking that they need to look perfect in order to even compete with anybody. There's no competition but competing with yourself, but if you want to look like somebody, you got to remember that real life and pictures you see the highlight reel of everybody's life. You see the highlight reel of their photos, you see the highlight reel of their videos, you see people that get good edits from professional cameramen and professional online editors. It's a little bit different than if you just took a picture at the beach with your friends. You know, it's you can't expect to look a certain way that other people look when they have their photos edited and they have the perfect camera lens and the perfect angles and they have all the lighting. They know what they're doing. And it doesn't need to be perfect. What needs to be perfect is the fact that you're trying hard for yourself. You can perfect trying hard for yourself. You can perfect it by taking days off. You can perfect it by not having expectations that are unrealistic. You can perfect it by taking baby steps every single day in one way or another. And sometimes your baby step is a day off. Sometimes that's part of the process. You got to tie that in there. The process includes everything. Sometimes doing less work on a particular day is the hard work that you needed to do. That's really confusing, but it makes sense once you really get into it and notice the science behind it and recognize the gains that are happening. So don't fall for all the tricks that you see on social media. Also, a lot of times we see people that are doing workouts that are a little outrageous. See people doing things that are downright not safe. And granted, if they're capable of doing certain exercises that wouldn't be seen in a normal gym, then that's fine. You know, it's entertainment, and entertainment's great. I'm a big fan of entertainment. But at the same time, you don't need to go and do a backflip off a Bosu ball while holding a dumbbell over your head. It's not necessarily something that will benefit you. What works for most people, the majority of people, you can't say everybody because everybody's a little different, but the foundational exercises, the ones that have been around forever, they work. The squats work, the shoulder presses work, the bench press works, the fly machines work. Things like that are productive. And you don't need to do something outrageous in order to be successful, in order to see gains. Often it's by doing the simple things that will help you to progress. By changing your workouts up, not by doing something crazy, but by changing the weights you're using, by changing the grip that you have, by changing the bar that you're using, little things like that, by changing your tempo, your rest periods. There's so many different ways to change workouts without actually changing the exercise itself. See, that's another part of the confusion we hear a lot. People say you need to change your workouts to see gains. Yes, but it doesn't necessarily say change your exercises. You just need to make little changes in order to see gains. So don't fall in love with looking at somebody doing some crazy shit, because really all it takes is the simple things in order to see some muscle growth and some good details on those muscles as well. So guys, if you have other things that you'd like to talk about that you see on social media, including diets and whatnot as well, because that's a big one that you see on there too, please shoot me a message. I'd love to continue this conversation, answer some questions about it so I can post more about it as well. And if not, I appreciate you listening because Muscle Blueprint is here for you, and you guys have been here supporting it nonstop, and I'm very appreciative of that. So thank you again for watching, for listening, for tuning in, wherever you are right now. I appreciate you guys like crazy. Check out the Muscle Blueprint website, mattmastro.com. Join my daily workouts if you'd like to. I'd love to have you on there because we kick ass on there, and we take our rest days pretty seriously as well. And I appreciate it, guys. I am here to talk nonstop, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you can message me. I love to respond to people as well that have good fitness questions. So thanks for listening. Outro is going to take over from here, and we're out.